Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Colette Young and I'm here today to talk to you about the Summer Principals Academy program. I'm one of the assistant directors and I'm really excited to tell you, what this program entails and then eventually hopefully read your applications. Through this presentation, I'll touch on a little bit about Teachers College and the history, the Summer Principals Academy and the details, leadership certification, and then the admissions and application process. So a little bit about the history of Teachers College. It is the oldest and largest graduate school of education in the country. We are number 3 by U.S. News and World Report for academic excellence and rigor. And not only, if you came to Teachers College, would you have teachers who are your instructors, but they are also researchers and doing the top level research that basically shapes a lot of the pedagogy for the entire country. So the Summer Principals Academy, or SPA for short, S stands for summer. When you take your classes, it's over 2 summers for 5 weeks intensive, but throughout the year you do an internship and you get to still be at your job and earn an income while doing that. The principals, because the end goal is to be a school building leader, someone who is effective and transformative in making our schools better. We do recommend 2 to 3 years of teaching, but again, it's a recommendation. Sometimes we get individuals who come less than 2 years and sometimes more than 2 to 3 years. And then that last part is the academy part. So at the end of this program, you will be able to obtain a master's degree in public school building leadership. Our program is a small cohort model, but it allows you to interact very closely with educators from all over the country and abroad. And that cohort model are the individuals that you're coming in with, you also leave with, and they become your alumni network. Our network is pretty huge. SPA has been in existence for over 16 years. And out of our program, 44 schools across the country have also come out of this program. Oh, and we are number 2 in ed leadership in the country by U.S. News and World Report. So when students enter into our program, they jump right into our summer session. It's 5 weeks intensive where they take different classes around different topics, which I'll get into a little bit later. After their summer, they then do an internship at the school that they have been at, and they're paired with an internship coach who will help guide them through different internship assignments that are very hands-on and actionable. Once they complete that internship, they then return back to their campuses in the summer, again, another 5 weeks where students will then finish up their classes. They will also design a school and be in competition with their classmates to do that. And then we will celebrate that they have finished with a small closing ceremony, and then the following spring be able to walk in the graduation ceremonies. Here are the courses you'll take the first summer in the program. You'll do Introduction to School Leadership and Decision Making, one of my favorite classes, where you'll learn how to make decisions in the both short term and the long term, and then make plans so that they're actionable and that people are held accountable. You'll also take School Leadership for Adult Development, Basic Practicum in Conflict Resolution, Supervision of Teaching and Learning, how to evaluate teachers and what you're looking for when you observe them, Program Development, Teaching, Learning, and Assessment, and then Self-Awareness Training, SAT, and Emotional Intelligence. This is also a big part of our entire program. You'll take this course again in your second year, and it helps you be mindful of what's going on with yourself and with others so that you can make better and more informed decisions. So after your first summer, you'll return back to your school and you'll do an internship throughout the school year. You'll have 8 different assignments to complete where you will be looking at the ins and outs of your school and then taking the theory that you learned in the summer and applying it to what you are currently doing in the school. Some of the projects include the principal shadowing assignment, where you will get to interview different principals and learn about what they do on a day-to-day basis. You'll also do the resource allocation project, where you'll look at the scope of your entire school and looking for, what's working really well, where are the gaps. And then you'll also do the leadership and initiative project, where you'll take one of the gaps that you found and develop a program or a process to improve and fix and close that gap. Throughout that time, you'll also be given a coach, a one-to-one coach, who will help guide you through that process in addition to having your instructors. Those coaches are really unique in that they were or are school building leaders, holding different positions, whether they are principals or superintendents, and can also share and guide your development and your work throughout that time. There will be some occasional virtual meetings throughout the school year, but you are not going to have to attend any classes on any campus. After that internship, you'll come back for your final summer and take your Summer 2 courses. That will include ethical and legal issues in educational leadership, team building and organizational development, the ecology of data-driven leadership, resource allocation for student achievement, so looking at budgets, cultural diversity, equity, and social justice as leadership imperatives, and then you will do your capstone new school design project. This is a big culmination project that we have all the students partake in. The class is divided up into different groups, and you learn how to build a school. You go through the charter school application process, and you are looking for, where is your location going to be? And it has to be an actual location, and design a logo and think about, the curriculum that you're developing, and then the type of students who you want to foster at that school and how you're going to help them reach their goals. At the end of the new school design project, there is a competition and presentation where each group will then present the work that they have done to other school building leaders throughout the country. Throughout your time in SPA, you'll also take some additional workshops, and those are based on, what's happening in society and what's happening kind of in the educational realm. So they're very tailored year to year for what's going on, and they do change. Some of the ones that we have offered in the past are trauma-informed leadership, leadership through the arts, developing leadership skills through improv and comedy exercises. When I was a student, we definitely had a focus more on trauma-informed leadership through the time of COVID, as my cohort was very much living through that, and I know we're still doing that, but that was kind of our focus because of what was going on at the time. Once your coursework and final projects are done and finished, we will then recommend you for the School Building Leadership Certification. For students who are outside New York or Louisiana, we recommend that you look at your own state's requirements to determine whatever additional steps or testing is required. We also do have an office that does assist with certification, and they are available in your time here at SPA, but then also post-graduation. So when applying to SPA, you'll need your resume, all transcripts from all institutions attended, 2 letters of recommendation, though you could include a third as an optional, your statement of purpose, which is really, really important. We want to know who you are and what your goals are and why you want to come to TC, and then your application fee. It does get waived if you are part of an affiliate organization that includes Teach for America, AmeriCorps, and some other charter schools. And then turn in your application by the final deadline. Once your application is submitted, the admissions committee goes through it and evaluates it with various representatives, sometimes the program director or various faculty members. If it is a good fit and there is a positive application review, it is then sent to our office where the director and another faculty member, or sometimes myself, then invites you for a 30-minute interview process. Once that occurs, the faculty within our program has a discussion and we make a recommendation back to the admissions committee, and then they notify you with the final decision. So financing your education is a really big part of the consideration when applying. So to help with that, we do have financial aid. We have an application process for internal scholarships that are available through our program. The earlier you apply, the earlier you'll be considered, and typically the more money we're able to give for those programs. You can also complete the free application for federal student aid. Our TC code is G03979. In addition to those scholarships, we also have financial aid options, both institutional aid and then student loans, federal unsubsidized loans, and then federal Grant Plus loans. And then there are also external scholarships. 95% of the students coming into our program do use loans to pay for this program. Even though the program is 1 year, you do qualify for 2 years of loans. So the return on investment of your education here in the SPA program is huge. Our alumni have reported an average of $25,000 increase in salary just 1 year after the program. And I will say that most of our students who want to go into leadership positions do get jobs within 1 to 3 years of the program. I personally was in another program prior to coming to SPA, and some of these classmates that I had are still looking for jobs. Sometimes they don't even get an interview, and I will say that my SPA degree has gotten me interviews everywhere that I have applied, which is really great. In addition to kind of that return on investment, some of our alumni have also reported a higher salary increase of $50,000 to $60,000 increase in salary. We are number 2 for return on investment within the entire university. The first one is the MBA program, and they are taught to make money. And ours, as I mentioned, is number 2, again, out of the entire Columbia University. And then a huge part of our return on investment, is our SPA network. Our network spans, we have 16 years of classes coming through this program, so that network has grown immensely. And I personally am always getting, job opportunities or just other things in education consulting work from the SPA network. Thank you so much for joining me for this presentation today. I really look forward to reading your applications and answering any questions along your application journey. In addition, please follow us on social media. We have different events going on all the time, whether it's information sessions. I also run free professional development and just other opportunities that are happening around SPA. My contact info is below, along with my colleagues for the NOLA program. Have a great day.